Monday the 4th of June was T-Day, Tesla Delivery Day. I was excited to find that even before my arrival at the PNE, Tesla had already connected my Tesla phone app with my car, displaying information like the temperature in the car, the state of charge, and more importantly, the exact current location, which was the PNE. Now, for the last 6 years, I've thoroughly enjoyed driving my Nissan Leaf around. Sad to say, over the 2-year Tesla waiting period, I really have been neglecting Dragonfly, as I called her. I made amends by joining forces with my daughters and getting her fully detailed before handing her over to Janine as her own local runaround car. So, at 2 p.m. on Monday, Janine and I arrived at the PNE, the temporary distribution center for Tesla. We walked into the check-in counter and soon were being escorted to our car in the holding area. It turns out that I'd met our delivery specialist several times before on one of my numerous visits to the Tesla showrooms in Vancouver.
Yeah, by itself.
That's why that is a car that you've been waiting for.
Wow. Isn't that beautiful?
Is this your first Tesla?
It is.
Sounds like you're very familiar with Tesla. Yeah.
Been following it very closely every single month, all the time.
Westport and look at number of
Lots of
I
times.
was there for a little. I'm from Robson.
Yep.
I was there for a little while. It wasn't like exact this
We went
car.
twice to the Robson Street before they had twice to the Robson Street, innumerable times to 4th Avenue, and innumerable times to Park Royal.
You went to Park Royal too?
Oh yes.
Lost count how many times.
One thing that we have something special.
That's cool. That's very cool.
All right.
Wow.
Then it was time for a quick Model 3 orientation.
Charging. In order to, it's a good idea to keep it
80, 85, 80?
80 sounds
okay,
good.
all right.
Yeah, and then you know that you can
Unless
do
we're doing a trip, and then we'll just go to 100. Yeah.
Do I need to be here?
Yeah, no, no.
We recommend 80% or lower.
Right,
So it's
okay.
set it up right there.
And it's set to 80% now, is it?
Yeah, it's set it up to 80%
Okay.
now. I just did
Perfect.
it for you. And, of course, voice command,
Yeah, yeah.
navigate to Squamish. Windshield wiper is off right now, but it's automatic. Alright, let's go back to this menu.
Okay.
Setting up Bluetooth. Here.
So we're adding a new device, which
can
is
add-
my phone.
Yeah.
Oh, software update.
Today
it's
is
available.
already.
We'll do it at home because I'm sure it'll take
Yeah, so
ages.
you say whenever you like, it could be 2 a.m. if you like.
Yeah.
So
No,
you can
it'll be
change it.
right when I get home.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, you
Yeah.
can do that. Now I'm gonna turn it off.
Turn it off and I
then
go
you
back to
say
there.
install now.
Okay.
Navigation is pretty straightforward. As you can see, you can add your home address and work address
Yeah.
if you like. So they will take you home right
Well, that's
away.
a good idea. Let's do that
Okay,
now. So here's the special gift from Elon, and it was hidden away there, down on the console in the middle, and it's a miniaturized version. I'm not sure what scale, but beautifully accurate and in my color as well. So there you can see it from the back and the front. That's super cool.
In addition to the scale model, we also discovered a cool gift, these Model 3 branded M&Ms. Nice touch. The Model 3 moniker appears nowhere on the car except the footplates and the 2 front doors. Nicely understated.
Little button over there on the top of the handle where your thumb goes.
Yeah.
Press it. There we
I'll
go.
open the window
Yeah.
instead. Come open the window.
Alright, I will take care of the rest for you. And you come around and from trunk, we put the charger right here.
Beautiful.
And you know that it has 100.
So can you show me the adapter? I'm just
Yeah,
interested to
this is
know
the
whether-
one that you use with Nissan. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect.
That's
And
it.
this one has,
That'll let us use our
this-
existing charger at home, and we won't have to get a second one.
and this one, and 120.
So that's yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
All right.
Look how beautiful that is, Janine. Look at that. It's your car as well. We share the thing.
And this time you can actually purchase many different types of adapter online as well.
Yeah.
All right. That's it for your orientations.
Then it was
Wow.
off to the front to complete the paperwork. First coffee and a very special Model 3 cookie. What else? We didn't spend any longer than 5 minutes handing over the check and signing the paperwork. Everything had been drawn up beforehand. And then the smiling face of ICBC. She really did her best to make a painful process pleasant, but really none of us enjoyed paying higher insurance premiums.
Sure.
Then it was outside to attach the plates and press the accelerator for the first time ever.
I'll be just a moment and then you're all set.
That's fine. That's fine.
I have to say, I'm finding the Aero wheel covers more attractive the more I look at them. The slightly increased range also makes them seem sweeter.
As soon as I closed it, the window was down. You're filming, eh? The window was down, and as it closed, it opened. Watch this. It jumped down. Watch it when it closes.
Very cool.
So. I've already saved my user profile for the mirrors, for the seat, and for my preferences on the screen here. So it knows that it's Peter approaching the car.
You might want to say that again.
Okay. I've already saved my personal profile.
Wait. I'm just changing the exposure.
Okay.
Okay.
I've already saved my personal profile. It remembers the angle and the position of the mirrors. It remembers the position of the seat, the lumbar support, the pitch, the height. It remembers the rearview mirror, and it will remember my music if I choose to do that. So right now, to start the car, I've got to put the card here. I put in the brake, tap it down to drive, and I got punk music playing here with bass in the car. The whole process took about 45 minutes. It was unbelievably efficient. The delivery specialist didn't need too long to explain how the car worked, since I've been studying it for 2 years. So I passed the test with flying colors, and he just showed me some of the important things that had changed on the computer interface. So we'll get familiar with those on the way home. These are the people who will share in the pleasure of driving the car.
But enough with the pretty pictures. Let's get on to the ride back home. This is pretty much the way it happened. Intermittently, I giggle like a girl, say crazy hyperbolic things, and the only thing I can say in my defense is that I was on a Tesla high, compounded by the intoxicating effects of new car smell.
So it takes Philippa on our way.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you can't believe, Janine, the feeling. This padded wheel feels like no steering wheel I've ever held before.
Peter, you know what? I'm not even like
You're not even thinking about buttons and
Dad,
dials.
can I
My
suggest
first impression was how good the steering wheel feels. It's padded. It's like a leather feel, but it's very thick, so it feels like a sports car or a racing car. The other impression is how instant the torque is. I mean, I'm scared to accelerate because it pulls out so fast. And we'll do it on the entrance to the freeway. I'll put some acceleration here. There's a car coming up here. He won't be here for long.
Shoot.
Oh my goodness.
No, she's scary.
Well, I'm taking my foot off the accelerator now. Now we're slowing down. I'll keep it going. It is unbelievable how powerful it feels. So the torque is the next thing. The other big impression is how comfortable the seat is. It kind of wraps around you as if it's got two arms, and it's really literally wrapping around there. It was very nice to be able to use the power adjustments, but that's, you find that in any car. So we have 74% remaining of the battery. They deliberately charged it below 80 because they're trying to encourage people to charge to 80 as a normal routine and charge to 100 when they go on a long trip. So that's why it's at 76 here. It says here maximum speed 70, so it already knows this road, and I'm speeding. Okay, so there, it's no different looking here than it would be through the steering wheel to find my speed. That's so clear, and it'll switch over to nighttime mode. I'm just going to get rid of that. You can see where we are. You can do this and see exactly where we are. And the car comes with internet. It comes with cellular connectivity, and it's LTE. Look at that there. Look at the strength of the signal. It's got the same strength signal as my phone has, and it's free. It's bundled in here. It's got a complete subscription to Slacker Radio, so the song that's playing in the background is what I asked it to play,
And that's
it streams it.
material.
Yep, you can do for 2 seconds, and then it doesn't count.
Oh my gosh.
Shoot.
It's a thrill that never fails when you just hit your foot, and I didn't push it anywhere near the floor. So I've still got to discover exactly where the lights come on, or whether they come on automatically. I know they're on. Oh, look at this, it just changed to night mode. Look at that, Jill. Remember how we used to think that the VW Jetta was the ultimate car in the world?
Yeah.
Luckily,
And then we thought the Leaf was the ultimate car in the world.
the last car that I will ever get is the best car. It's amazing. And this, I'm so used to it already. I don't miss any buttons or dials. I love that it's so clean. So, we need time to play on that, eh? But I'm driving now, so I will resist the temptation. So if I take my foot off the accelerator, we're slowing down quite dramatically. It will probably, I'm on a downhill, and look at this. That's regenerative braking at its best. It says, I've never seen. Do you realize
Be careful, the police stop it, drop it.
Yeah, but do you realize I'm driving in this area, and I will guarantee you there isn't another Model 3 in the whole region here.
Yeah.
There isn't. Yet. They'll start to become commonplace.
I
but
went and took photographs of all the Model 3s lined up for tomorrow.
oh, can you imagine? People are so excited tonight. Dale is getting his on Wednesday.
Who's Dale?
And Colin on Friday. Two guys that want to hook up with me for. Oh, look at that! Oh my goodness, where was that?
That
Where
was,
did you-
that was the next section up
Oh, okay.
Get ready to kick this Mercedes butt.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that.
Goodbye.
But just be careful, stop at the top.
Oh, I know.
Because the police
I know.
always, that's where they caught me once. And I was screaming.
Oh, that was good because he's a young guy in a hot Mercedes, and he's still a block away.
Sitting cold.
Anyway. Well, now he's
Young
got to
guy in a
now
hot
he has to
Mercedes
act as though
sitting
he was
cold.
never intending a challenge because, I'm an old guy.
I don't think he was intended.
Look at that, Janine. Look at this regen. It's crazy. How quiet is this cabin? Oh my goodness. It's a very different animal from the Nissan Leaf. And another impression I have is that the Leaf seems so pedestrian and so staid, and this is like a sports car waiting to be unleashed. That's exactly how
So
it
there's
feels.
no gear stick like the Leaf.
No, it's here.
Oh.
Yeah. So if I want to go reverse, I just tap it up. If I want to go neutral, I can tap it up. Right now I'm in regular drive mode, and that's
Is
it.
there econo mode
Where does
like
it say
Leaf?
drive mode?
That's a good question. I don't want to look down here, but Janine
Yeah.
can have a look. Just see if it even shows. It shows when you change.
Drive D.
D, there we go. D, drive.
So it only
It's
has
a-
doesn't
it's a-
have a econo. It just has
No, it
drive,
doesn't at
neutral.
all. Yeah, but in the settings, you can set it to stronger regen or moderate regen. You can make the steering wheel a real sporty feel, or you can make it a softer, more comfortable feel for an old person.
Steering wheel.
No, I'm not an old person, so clearly I'll keep the sporty one there. We're going to go down St.
What
George's.
is it telling you on the left there? What those yellow curves?
There's a curve that's a bit close. It's yellow. If I went close, it would go red.
Oh.
Watch. I'm not gonna. There we go. It went red. You see that?
Kind of.
Yeah. Kind of. This is nicely surfaced. I could just.
Ah!
Oh, okay.
Peter, stop it.
No longer nice.
I also got to find out how to tell it to play the whole album, and not just a particular song.
Can't
So-
you say play and then give the name of the
It's
album?
Yeah,
playing,
I
it's
should be
playing
able
the whole
to.
album.
Is it? No. No, they're on to another one.
Dad, all you have
Yes.
to say is play the name. Like,
just-
say,
It's Carrie Joby. I asked for David Crowder.
Dad, play the name of the album. Like, say play whatever.
Well, but the name of the album and the name of a song on it are the same.
Oh.
So I think you need to say play David Crowder Neon Steeple album.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's just have a. And you know what the nicest thing is? My other impression.
Careful with the
Are you
slinky
filming?
speckle.
I am. Is the smell. It is total new car smell, you know, and anyone who buys a new car, you know that smell. It's, look at this here. The charger. We could use this, but we don't have to.
This stop-off was to show the car to my other daughter and to a friend who happened to live in the same area. Here are just a few other random observations I gathered over the next few days of ownership as I used it to get to work or just randomly drive around. Water droplets on the glass roof look amazing as the light refracts through the tinted surface and into the drops. Cameras all around the car are well hidden and very, very discreet. I really do love the color red and the way that it changes under different types of light, sun, clouds, etc. On Wednesday, I had a quick coffee meet-up with Colin Hay, who had just taken delivery of an identical red Tesla that morning. Finally, I took each of my daughters out for an individual drive. Strict instructions from them not to show their faces, hence the hands on the wheel shots. I asked Philippa if one feature stood out more than the others.
Yeah, definitely the brake pedal and the acceleration. Just the fact that you have to take your foot off the acceleration to brake, whereas with any other car you would essentially, press on the brake in order to brake. So it's kind of a bit of an adjustment to ease off the acceleration in order to come to a pretty steady brake, and then only press the brakes at the very, very end.
In terms of the accelerator, the acceleration of the car, how does that feel?
Well, that's very, very fast. You don't even think you're going. It's kind of like a spaceship. You go very, very quickly from 0 to 60, and you can get onto a highway without even realizing you're doing it. 'Cause it's very quick. It's very smooth too. Yeah, it's very comfortable. It's spacious but also cozy, so you don't feel like there's too much space around you.
Yeah.
The seats are nice. They hug your back very well and kind of keep you upright but comfortable. But not too comfortable that you'll fall asleep.
Then on Gillian's drive, we took a meandering trip along Marine Drive along the ocean front.
So what are the differences that you notice immediately on the first drive?
Well, the acceleration's very smooth compared to driving with a transmission. I've barely touched the brake at all during our trip because as soon as I start to release from the gas pedal, it does its regenerative braking thing. And so it's been a bit of a learning curve. I'm not using the brake to slow down, but it's been a very, very smooth ride.
In terms of acceleration on a hill, how different does that feel?
Fantastic. So good. It's so responsive, you don't even think that you're putting in any effort.
Finally, I'm really impressed by the range and the predictive accuracy displayed on that gorgeous 15-inch monitor. On Thursday night, I charged to 90%. Here you can see the charge rate using my home 240-volt charger. The predicted range was 450k. On Friday, we drove from North Vancouver down to Bellingham in the United States. And yes, LTE worked even when we crossed the border. I made a lot of local trips, plus of course the 2 daughter orientation trips on Sunday. Total kilometers driven, 291. And that included aircon and heating on all of the drives. Despite that, the difference between the distance traveled and the distance predicted was only 9k less than the mathematical difference. Efficiency was at an average of 143 watts per kilometer, or 230 watt hours per mile. I can't wait to make our first trip from North Vancouver to Kelowna, where Janine's family lives. Interesting to see if we can do it without supercharging. It's 408k, but very hilly along the route. I'll shortly be posting a proper non-hysterical feature review after my first 10 days of use.